We're up at Blackberry Lane, and obviously football is behind us down there, but next to us, right this way, it looks like it's turning into an orchard of some sort. Anyway, maybe a forest even. David Quirk, what's going on?
This is one of the biggest events that's probably happened in Onchan for a long time, and here we are today. This is the second day actually of an event that's taking place where we're planting an orchard, a stepping stone orchard, and this will actually be called the Conister Orchard. With help from Conister Bank, and you see the bank staff here. We've had 2 rotations. The kids have been enjoying themselves. We've planned it when Easter's come about, and here we're putting in, believe it or not, 80 fruit trees.
Wow.
There's 30 fruit bushes have come about as well, and there are 6 major trees at the back.
What's the idea behind this? Why have you done this?
What's come about is because Onchan itself hasn't got its own home for football. So years ago we decided to look around, and this was the ideal position. It is in Onchan. The fields are owned by government. We have a 21-year lease on the land, and we'll create a football pitch below, which will be a legacy for Onchan itself and the kids. When these kids are getting a little bit older and they have children of their own, there'll be something to come to.
So you're in partnership, I know, with a local gentleman here who's
Watson's.
helped out.
It's been great. Can I call him Senior Watson? I'll probably get told off for that. But Mr. Watson, who's the elder statesman of Watson's nursery there at Greba, came up with the idea. When I met him, I just said, this is my idea, and he said, well, we need to do a certain number of things. I just thought we could just plant them, but you have to do them properly, and he's actually given up some time here today to educate the children for the future, and the bank staff itself, who normally have computers and screens like this. They're here today, and they're experiencing, some of them for the first time, how to plant a tree.
Including yourself, no? Or you've done it
No,
before?
I've done it a few times, but sometimes even politicians need to learn to get out and meet the people and plant trees and contribute to the community for the future.
And talk about the future, how long into the future will this be before it's a mature area?
Well, if you look at some of the trees at the back here, they're quite mature now because they're at least 25, nearly 30 foot tall, so they're bigger trees, but the fruit trees themselves are 3 to 4 years old. Within, I would think, another season they'll be up and growing. And funny enough, today, just even on the media sites, there was an issue there regarding bees, and I've already been in touch with a particular lady who I've hopefully, if we can persuade her, we may have some beehives in the close proximity as well, because bees then will pollinate the trees, and the trees will help for the honey. And in the future, you never know, there might be an Onchan AFC honey.
Hey, what year would that be?
First, and then you're going to ask me what we're going to do with all this fruit that's
What are we
going to
going to do with the fruit?
Well, it was an indication years ago where there is an apple orchard, apple orphanage in St John's there, who, if there's surplus fruit, they take 50%, you use 50%, and they actually make it into juice. So could we have like a challenge to like Magnus? Could be our own Manx Magnus,
Could be.
or something like that for the future.
So anyway, this will be great. I mean, in decades to come, generations to come, this will be something to look back on, and you sort it out.
It will, and of course there'll be a facility here to play football as well. And of course, kids like to exercise themselves. They're often criticised. They're wandering the streets. So this is a facility that's going to be. They'll be able to wander here, and this will be theirs.